Right, so now on to how to quote for a cake. You'll need the following information from the customer before you can give them a quote. Right, you need the date that they require it for, because some people inquire for a year ahead and your prices are likely to be higher then. Also, you might not be able to fit them in, it might be for tomorrow. But next of all, you need to know what design and flavour they're going to be wanting and the number of servings. That's so you can judge your unit costs. So I'll attach my cake portion and cutting guide to help you to make sure you're covering the right number of portions. Right, if another cake maker is doing that for them, making sure they're getting the right number of portions, but you've just quoted for whatever size it looks like in the picture, your quote could be very different, but that customer's going to think it's for the same size cake. They're going to think that each cake maker's quoting the same size. So just double check and make sure they know what size you're quoting for. Some people will send you a picture of a 5-tier unicorn cake to serve 10 6-year-olds. It would be unusual for them to pay for like 4 dummy tiers unless they're really high-end clients, which, you know, unicorn clients. Other people might send you a single tier inspiration photo and they want to serve 65 people. So do check your servings needed. Right, then you need to know, is it collection or delivery? So you know whether to factor that cost in. One thing I'm going to say, please don't ever rush a quote, especially if you're in person or on the phone, you know, because you might feel stressed. Tell them that you'll get back to them as soon as possible and give them the quote in writing all the time. I've had people turn up insisting that they've ordered a 10-inch cake when what they actually ordered was a cake to serve 10. If it's all in writing, there's no disputing it. Right, if a cake has come in at £97, you've got that choice to round it down to £95 if you think it's going to swing you getting the order. You know, because you've rounded up along the way, it might be worth doing that. But if you feel like the price could swing the decision, offer ways of getting it down, you know, especially if it's a highly detailed cake. You know, we're all singing and dancing toppers and stuff on. So you can say to them, like, that cake could be £130, but if you supply me with a brand new Spider-Man toy instead of me making the Spider-Man figure, it's only going to be £100, you know, then birthday boy gets a toy as well. You can offer them 3 levels of pricing if you like, it can help. So yeah, I can do it same as photo for a tenner, not for a tenner, for £130. You can lose the sugar Spider-Man and I'll do it for £100, but if you want the sugar figure, I could add amazing marshmallow webs coming out of his hands, like, for an extra tenner, you know. So another way, tell them if they're asking for 16 servings, tell them that a 6-inch cake should serve 14 and it'll cost them this much less. They might go for the smaller cake rather than declining your quote for a bigger cake. So have confidence in your work though. Just tell them that they've got expensive taste, because they love to hear that. Right, should you give a price breakdown? A short answer, no. It gives them way to argue about the number of hours that it's going to take, or the price of butter, you know, or why do you charge this amount per hour, you know. Sometimes with wedding orders, when it comes to breakdowns, once they're into your process, it is good to make clear what those down payments are covering, so that if they're cancelled, they don't expect a full refund. You know, maybe just prepare a breakdown in case that happens, just so you can show, like, your consultation time, your design time, your samples are included in the cost, not given for free. But that is the only situation I'd give a breakdown if someone were trying to cancel a big order. So how do we quote? Right, number 1, thanks for your inquiry. Here are all the details I'm going to need from you. Remember to mention allergies at this point for your allergy regulations, but yeah, have that question, have all them details in a copy and paste note on your phone or set up as an auto reply. Number 2, get all the answers. Number 3, send them the quote with one up and one down if you want to. At this point, give them details of how to book. So when you need payment by, I feel like industry standard is, or at least should be, full payment up front nowadays, you know, because we learned some hard lessons after 2020, but that is your choice. Number 4, follow up. If you don't hear anything within a couple of days, don't assume that it's a no, because they might just not have the money till next week. Number 5, once they say yes, send your terms and conditions to read before they pay and give them your bank transfer details at that point. Number 6, if they've not paid but they've said yeah, chase up payment. Create a bit of peril. It's a good sales tactic. Just say, you know, just check in, see if you still want this because somebody else is inquiring about your date. That's all, you know. All of a sudden they might find your deposit. And then number 7, once they've paid you something, get it in your diary, arrange your collection or delivery time, send them your address if needs be, or get their address, and remind them of any final payment if necessary. I want you to be assertive about your prices. Know that they are justified. You haven't done all of this maths to then quote lower. So no more like lowballing by a tenner just to try and get the order because you didn't tell them what you need. You're providing a special product and you deserve to earn for providing a special product. A business transaction needs to meet everybody's needs, yeah, or it's not good business. You're not a charity, you're not running a non-for-profit, this is a business. They'll either accept the price or they won't. If they say it's expensive or if they say it's higher than they expected it to be, that's their budget, that's not your value, it's not your price that's wrong, it's their budget. So next up, I'm going to talk about how to handle rejection that you should be experiencing if you've done your pricing properly. We shouldn't be suiting everyone's budget.